Look, even if that Hunter Biden laptop is dodgy, it don't matter because it's got nothing to do with Joe Biden's business dealings. Oh, bloody hell! Hey, you 5.6 million awakening wonders. Together we voyage on a stream of beingness, separate but somehow connected. What is consciousness? Did consciousness precede matter? Is it possible that biochemical processes lead to consciousness as it sometimes seems? So many questions, so many answers, and I assure you they are all coming. Perhaps not in this specific video where we're focusing more on Hunter Biden's laptop and apparent evidence that Joe Biden and Hunter Biden's business interests coalesce and connect. If you're not a subscriber yet, subscribe right now. Turn on the notification bell right now so a bell dings in your mind every time a thought occurs to me, and I'm getting them all night long, baby. And if you want to see me live, there's a link in the description to see me live. Now let's see what's going on, because first of all we were told there ain't no laptop. What do you mean laptop? What do you mean laptop? Anyway, well, even if there was a laptop, what's it got to do with Joe Biden? And again, to emphasize, I don't care that Hunter Biden may have personal problems around addiction and even in the behavioral realm of addiction. Frankly, this is not an area where I'm free to judge anybody because of my own history of addiction. But when it comes to the financial matters, again, people are people and people are flawed. But if Joe Biden says there's no connection, if the media say there's no relevance, and there is a connection and there is relevance, then what we've got is a scandal. Hunter Biden's closest business partner made at least 19 visits to the White House and other official locations between 2009 and 2015, including a sit-down with the then Vice President Joe Biden in the West Wing. So that seemed like a bit of a connection. Visitor logs from the White House of former President Barack Obama, reviewed by the New York Post, cast further doubt over Joe Biden's claims that he knew nothing of his son's dealings. Now, innocent until proven guilty. Innocence still has to be the assumption. The problem comes, of course, in that Twitter, for example, censored the reporting of the Biden laptop story. We don't want you to know this. And they said, the reason we don't want you to know it is because it's irrelevant. If it's irrelevant, let people know it and let them decide for themselves. People are too stupid to do that. People are so stupid that if you start giving them information, they won't know what's relevant and what's not. Oh, well, I just hope for you then that it doesn't transpire down the line that the information is relevant, because then do you know what it would look like? It would look like you knew it was relevant and you made a decision to censor and editorialize because of a shared political agenda with a particular political party. Eric Schwerin met with Vice President Biden on November the 17th, 2010 in the West Wing. That's a real thing, and a teleprogram, when he was the president of the since-dissolved investment fund Rosemont Seneca Partners. The logs also reveal that Schwerin met with various close aides of both Joe and Jill Biden at key moments in Hunter's life, when he was striking multi-million-dollar deals in foreign countries, including China. Well, what else could that be then? I mean, is it like that's your son and that, and you just love him and you want him to do well in his business deals? Dad, I've got some new business deals over in China. Well, then let's celebrate. Come over to the White House. Jill, Hunter's doing really well at work. Get down here. Could I bring him over, Dad? Could I bring over my new business? Of course you can, son. Jill, Hunter's got a new friend. Dad, could you maybe help us with some of the complexity of the deals in China and Ukraine? Oh, I don't know about that, son. What if I became president one day? Wouldn't that look unethical? Yet President Biden has long insisted he had no involvement in his son's foreign affairs. No involvement. None. No involvement. Zero. No. None involvement. Bit like when they go, there's no laptop, no weapons of mass destruction, no insider trading in 2008, and definitely no guy on a grassy knoll. I've never spoken to my son about his overseas business dealings, he said in 2019. Dad, I've got some overseas business dealings. Oh, son, I don't know if I'd be able to talk to you about that. That could be Of all Hunter Biden's business associates, Schwerin had the most intimate access to the vice president's personal finances. His deep involvement in the personal and professional lives of both Bidens were first revealed in emails contained on a laptop abandoned by Hunter Biden at a Delaware computer repair store in April 2019. If that was my kid, I'd be so pissed off, wouldn't you? Hey, get on your business dealings, son. Oh, no, don't tell me. And what about that laptop me and your mum bought you? I don't know. It's somewhere in Delaware. I've been busy, Pops. You little bastard! Hard drive emails show that he was involved in Joe Biden's personal taxes and discussed the vice president's financial future with him. It's not even just Hunter. It's Joe Biden. Schwerin, who's on the old laptop, he's directly involved with Joe Biden. He said he wasn't involved. He said he wasn't. This is all meant to be about trust and corn pop and get rid of Donald Trump and it's all going to be better and it's the Democrats and it's all cool. Is it? In October 2009, just months after Hunter co-founded Rosemont Seneca, Schwerin met with Evan Ryan, Vice President Biden's assistant for intergovernmental affairs and public liaison in the Eisenhower Executive Office building, where the Vice President's office is based, according to visitor logs. While working in the halls of power, Ryan acted as a conduit for Hunter Biden, hard drive emails show. Ryan went on to marry Antony Blinken, who now serves as President Biden's Secretary of State. They're all marrying each other. They're all connected to one another. Hunter Biden is already facing a federal investigation over his tax filing, which insiders say has widened to include potential money laundering and violations of lobbying laws. That, again, is not a good look. I mean, Joe Biden's not some Johnny-come-lately who's just turned up in the presidential office. This dude's been in the system his whole life. His whole life, he's been like a congressperson and all of that. The reason it's resonant is because it chimes with what you believe the establishment is like, isn't it? It chimes with it. You think, oh, do you know what? These lot, they're all helping each other out. It's corruption, it's jobs for the boys, it's nepotism, it's Congress folk, insider trading based on knowledge they've got, it's lobbying money, it's deals being done abroad, it's saying one thing in public, doing another thing in private. So a story like this fits the bill. It's not like you go, what? What? No, just to go, yeah, I knew that already. And your job, our job, my job, your job is to not become fatigued with it, to not lose hope, to not become so certain that, oh, it doesn't matter who you vote for, you're going to end up the same sort of corrupt claptrap all the time anyway. No, it's possible to change the world. It's possible. It's possible by changing yourself. It's possible by awakening inwardly to participate in new systems and new relationships, even if those systems are initially quite small relationships. That's how it begins. House leaders have vowed to subpoena the younger Biden before Congress to answer questions should they retake control of the chamber in 2022. Chief among the unanswered questions is the identity of the big guy, a figure mentioned in the hard drive as someone who would receive a slice of equity in a deal with Chinese energy company. That could be anybody, couldn't it? Andre the Giant, Ronald McDonald, Jaws from the James Bond film. Tony Bobulinski, another Hunter Biden business partner who appeared frequently in hard drive emails, has said there's no question President Biden was the big guy. Well, of the options we've given, Andre the Giant, Ronald McDonald, Jaws from the James Bond film, I would say Joe Biden is the most likely, but that was an arbitrary list that I just made up. On Twitter, the platform's new potential owner, Elon Musk, alluded to the censorship of the Hunter Biden laptop story and said that it was incredibly inappropriate for Twitter to have censored it, and I'd have to agree with that. Between March the 10th, 2020 and March 10th, 2022, there were 646 instances where big tech has censored criticism of Biden, according to an analysis by the Media Research Center. 140 of those cases involve the New York Post story about Hunter Biden's potentially corrupt foreign deals when his father was president. Twitter censored the story by blocking it from getting shared, suspending the New York Post account for more than 2 weeks, and suspending any account that dared reference the story, which was authenticated by the New York Times this year. So what that shows you is that the state and media, whether that's conventional traditional media or new media in the form of big tech, collaborate to control the flow of information. So granting big tech more power to regulate and censor your free speech is in effect granting yet more power to the government. These stories are not meaningless, frivolous claptrap in spite of the humorous manner that I hope we approach them on this channel. This is how power operates. This is how power ensures that it's able to operate in perpetuity. This is how power is able to ensure that there are no dissenting, conflicting, contradictory voices. Your voices are excluded from the debate. And when the information leaks out there that demonstrates their corruption, the liaisons and cooperation that exist between them, between media, big tech, the government, big business, all of which is covered in this neat little tale, they shut it down. They shut down the conversation and they blame, like, I don't know, Donald Trump or you or whoever's just at the end of their finger that day. Well, I would say what's required is more transparency in government, meaningful systemic change, transparency and less opacity from political leaders, and the ability to report on stories like this is absolutely vital, and big tech platforms have a duty to provide more free speech, not less. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you know whenever we release a video. We release a new one every day and they're all great. If you enjoyed this video, have a look at this one or this one. If you want to come and see me live, there's a few tickets remaining. There's a link. You can check me out if you want to. Please sign up for my mailing list right now. It's really important that we can talk outside of this platform. You've got to know I'm telling you the truth, baby. Please stay free.